How does Belichick loom over this entire process, Mike?
Belichick cracks me up because we know everything he does is strategic. And I have viewed his umpteen media platforms. I mean, I can't even keep him straight. I don't think he can keep him straight. But every time he says something, I look at it through the lens of how does this advance his objectives? And it's two categories: settling scores with the likes of the Jets and the Patriots, or laying the foundation for whatever his next move is going to be. Commentary on the Jaguars, culture. Oh, maybe he wants that job. Buccaneers praising Jason Light. Maybe he wants that job if it comes open. I'm not saying it will. But I think he's going to constantly be there. He's in a great position, Rich, because he can tamper his butt off. He can talk to players under contract with other teams right now. He can talk to coaches under contract with other teams right now. He can line up everything. Until he's employed by a team, he can do anything he wants. He can be on the phone with Aaron Rodgers every night saying, hey, Aaron, and it would be more grumbling and nonsensical words, but hey, Aaron, next year, if you want to play, keep me in mind. Or this is where I think I may end up. What do you think about that? He can do anything. He can go full out planning for next year until he has that job, talking to players, talking to coaches. And I can only expect he's doing it because he's always shown he's highly strategic and everything is done with his goal, whatever his goal is, in mind.
So you think Rodgers is going to play next year? You really think that?
I don't know. I don't know, and I don't think he knows. But there are people who love to connect dots in league circles, and I wish I could take credit for this. This is something that someone mentioned to me, and I started poking around, and it's not crazy. When you look at the things Rodgers has said about Belichick, and you look at things Belichick has said about Rodgers, as recently as yesterday on his Let's Go podcast, he was talking about how it's quite possible Rodgers will have another good year in him, that it's injury-driven, that he might still be able to play at a high level. And there are people that think that depending upon where Belichick goes, obviously, if he goes to Jacksonville or Dallas, you can't bring in Aaron Rodgers. You're bound to the contract that's there with the far younger quarterback. But there are some destinations. I'd say the Raiders, the Giants, and the Saints are the three that stand out, where you could have Belichick and you could have Rodgers. And wouldn't the Giants be perfect? The ultimate middle finger to Woody by Rodgers, by Belichick, and by John Mara, if that all opens up, because obviously they'd be looking for a quarterback if it did.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.